my name is SamanthaLynn from Soulfully Unique Lifestyle Brand. I wanted to come and talk to you guys today. This is a hard video to make, but I felt compelled to share my journey. So I posted in previous videos that last summer of 2020, I found out that I had some issues in my reproductive system, that I was having extreme pain in last summer, and I had to go to the emergency room, and I had some hemorrhage cysts on my ovaries, left and right ovaries, and I had some fibroids. The fibroids were very small. They found 3 of them, 3 small ones. They were no bigger than, she said, about maybe an inch or so, a couple inches. But the hemorrhage cyst was causing me extreme pain. And after going to a reproductive specialist, they told me and my fiance at that time that, especially based on our age, at that time I was 39 years old, that we should start trying if we wanted to have children. We had to give it a little bit of time because the hemorrhage cyst had to heal on its own, and so we had to wait. So that was a scary experience, and I have a video about that. That was a scary experience. And so me and my fiance decided that we did want to actually have children, and we started trying to conceive. And we were running into some challenges, so we weren't conceiving immediately. And I always thought that for whatever reason, when I finally decided that I wanted to have a child, if I decided, because I was always on the fence of having a child, I had fears. I'm just going to be honest. I didn't know 100% if I really wanted to have kids, because I had a fear as a black woman bringing black babies into this world. And I'm just being very transparent and very honest with you guys. And I was like, if I have a son, I got to look out for my son and how the world's going to treat my son. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. Black women don't have it easy. And then I have a daughter, and I just had fears. And I just, honestly, for a long time, I used to actually say, like, I'm not going to have children. I'm going to be that wealthy auntie and cousin that's, you know, going to love on everybody else's kids in the family. That's really what I thought I was going to do for a long time. And when me and my fiance started to have issues conceiving, I thought maybe I manifested not conceiving children, because I spoke these things. I spoke about not having kids. I spoke about just being there for other people's children and just being the best big cousin and auntie that I could possibly be. And I started to feel really, really guilty. And so after trying for 6 months trying to conceive, we went to reproductive specialists. And one of the things they found is that for whatever reason, I kept getting hemorrhage cysts on my ovaries. And I kept feeling that pain again, but it wasn't as intense as last summer. So my ovaries kept getting hemorrhage cysts. And what that is, a hemorrhage cyst, is when you ovulate, the egg does burst out, right? And so sometimes you can get a cyst, and a cyst bleeds into itself, and it can cause you pain. And I kept getting that almost every month. My doctor saw that. She said, you keep getting hemorrhage cysts, so we're gonna have to find out if your ovaries are okay and if your fallopian tubes are blocked, because you're 39 years old and we have to start really looking into this and seeing what's going on. So of course I began to look at holistic measures, because I'm one who likes to do things the natural way, if possible, which I believe is 100% possible at all times. And so I was doing the Crowns on Royal program for womb wellness. And that I was doing that, and I started that in April, and I was doing amazing with that. I even lost about 8 pounds with that, and I was doing amazing. And then when May came, I was still on the program. I was going to finish the program at the end of May. And the program, what the program was designed for, not only to heal your womb, but to kind of either pass or eliminate fibroids and heal, those cysts from hemorrhaging all the time. So I was doing really well, feeling well. I didn't feel any, pain in April from a hemorrhage cyst or anything. And then when May hit, I had lost someone very close to me. It was actually my relative, and it was someone who's like a sister to me. And I stopped taking the women's wellness program. I stopped taking the supplements. I stopped doing the whole program. I fell all the way off. And I'm just going to be honest, like, I wasn't eating a lot, but I was drinking a lot. I was definitely making some unhealthy choices, trying to numb my pain, and it still wasn't even working. And I wasn't even thinking about a baby the month of May. I wasn't thinking about a baby. I wasn't thinking about my health the month of May, or a lot in June, to be honest. So my appointments to go get my fallopian tubes tested, which they call it HSG, and my ovaries tested, got canceled in May, and even in June. So I didn't go till July, recently this July, where I decided, okay, at least see what's going on and see if there's some issues. So I tried to push myself, because sitting down, and especially when you're losing people you love and care about so much, it made me realize that I did want to be a mom. I had to be honest with myself and say, yes, I do want to be a mama. I don't feel like my life will be complete if I don't become a mom. And this past year has been hard on so many levels, because this has been hard to talk about with anybody, because my families on both sides are very fertile. And unless you're going through this, you don't understand what it's like to try to have a baby and then your period comes. It's painful. It's very painful. And wondering what's happening. So I went to go get my HSG. Let me get back to that appointment. I went to go get my HSG, which they test your fallopian tubes and your ovaries and your uterus. They check everything out in your reproductive system, your pelvis, pelvic area, and they tested me, and that was painful. That HSG, ooh. If anyone has ever had that, you are with me when you say, like, I don't care if you take ibuprofen before that visit. That hurts. And it's a stinging kind of pain. At least it was stinging to me, but I made it. I got through it, and no one could be with me, which I really wanted, like my mom or my fiance to be with me. But because of COVID, no one could be with me. So the nurse there, she held my hand, and she was very gentle. So I took those tests, and everything came back normal. It came back normal. My doctor said that everything was normal. She said, actually, I have a whole lot of eggs for my age. She said, you have a lot of good eggs for your age. You have a whole bunch, which is great news. But right now I'm labeled as unexplained infertility. And I have to be honest with you, that's frustrating, because if I knew what it was, or if the doctors knew what it was, then maybe we could fix it, so we could have a baby. And when you don't know what it is, how can you fix something, right? So I, to be honest with you, thought that maybe my tubes were blocked, and then I can have the surgery to unblock my tubes and we could just move forward. I thought something was, wrong. But to get that everything is in working condition and that they can't explain it, just keep trying, it's frustrating, because it's like, okay, when? I just turned 40 in May, and I wanted to be pregnant by 40. I did. And it's frustrating, and I'm working on ways to bring down my stress level, because I know that stress is a factor in not only just pregnancy, but everything in life. If your stress levels are high, it can make you sick, it can hinder pregnancy. So I'm doing those things. So I wanted to share that with you guys, because I feel like this is so hard to talk about. Even in the Black community, we don't talk about things like infertility, challenges. And I remember making a Facebook post about it, and hardly nobody responded. But I got private inbox messages like it's an embarrassing thing, And I want to be honest with you. At first, I was very embarrassed. I was like, oh my gosh, everybody's in my family fertile, and something's going on with me. I don't want anybody to know that information. But I'm sharing my story because I know it's a lot of people who are going through the same issues where they're trying to have kids. And everybody has a story and journey and needs support. And we shouldn't be embarrassed because of fertility issues or fertility challenges. I don't like to say infertility. I like to say fertility challenges, because it's a challenge that you can overcome. Challenges are something you can overcome. And I really believe that we're going to have our baby, or babies, because I want twins, babies are going to come to us very, very soon. But there's nothing to be embarrassed of, ashamed of, or anything, because there are a lot of people who want children and are having the same, not journey, but same issues, unexplained, or they have some issues where their tubes are blocked, or they have to go through IVF, or they have to go through alternative sources to have children. And that's nothing to be ashamed and embarrassed about. And we should talk about this more often, especially within our community. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. And so I wanted to share my journey, and I don't want to keep it in anymore, because I've been feeling this whole year like I've been holding this deep inside and haven't been able to cry about it or express my feelings on the whole situation. And then I've had deaths on my mom and dad's side, and so I haven't even really been wanting to talk about this, because there's been so much stuff happening within my families. And so I'm tired of holding it in inside. I'm tired of holding in this journey, which it has its highs and its lows, because some days I do get a little sad and emotional, because I do want a baby, and I do get sad when my cycle comes, and I know that we've been trying really hard to have a baby. I do get sad about that. And then I have my days where I'm like, we're going to have a baby, just be patient. We're going to have a baby, just be patient. And with so much death happening around, I just, it hit me hard. Like, I really would love to have children. I really would love to have children. And one of my sister cousin, that's what I used to call her, that passed, me and her shared some of these things. We were both like big cousins / aunties to the kids in our family, and we would call each other and tell each other happy Mother's Day and things like that. And so I feel like I don't have that person that I actually could talk to about this, that would, I don't have that. So it's been a rough year, and I'm just taking it one day at a time with all that's been going on. And I completely stopped drinking. I'm not drinking any alcohol at all anymore. And it's just because I just want a clearer mind, because I know the month of May and June when that happened, when my sister cousin transitioned, I was real heavy with the drinking. And so I have completely stopped drinking, smoking, anything. I'm not doing any of that stuff. And I'm trying to get to the healthiest body I can. So when my baby does come into my body, and when I am blessed with that, I am, at my healthiest, and I'm able to have a healthy child, and I'm able to be healthy for my baby. So I'm taking care of myself, and I've actually been doing fertility yoga. So during all of this stuff, it's been so much going on this year in 2021. Oh my goodness. Doing all of this stuff, actually in April, I started to do a certification program for prenatal and postnatal yoga and fertility yoga, not even realizing that it was going to be beneficial for myself. I wanted to help other people because I'm already a certified yoga teacher. So I wanted to enhance my practice by getting certified in prenatal, postnatal yoga, baby and me, fertility yoga. But I've been doing fertility yoga for myself. So I'm going to be offering some classes for women. Not women, parents to be, because I want to be inclusive. Parents to be who are having fertility challenges. So I will be offering fertility yoga, and this is going to help ease our stress levels. This is going to, help with our blood circulation and our reproductive area, and keeping us strong and healthy to prepare our beautiful bodies in our wombs to conceive a child. So that's what I'll be starting here soon, is fertility yoga classes, which has really been helping me. It's been calming down my nerves and my stress area, because this last month in August, I wasn't as stressed out as I was before, because I was consistently doing my fertility yoga and my meditation and my affirmations. I say affirmations to myself. I am healthy. I am strong. My body is capable of conceiving a child. My body is healthy enough to conceive a child. I am blessed. My womb is blessed. So I say different affirmations. I'll be sharing this stuff with you guys in more videos, but I just wanted to come and talk to you guys just about my journey, and to share that if anyone else is going through this, you're not alone. I know I'm not alone. I've been getting messages in my inbox, so I know I'm not alone, but we're just not public with it, because I don't know if people feel just like embarrassed or ashamed, but I'm not going to feel embarrassed or ashamed anymore, and neither should you. Neither should you, because this is a hard pill to swallow when you're going through some hard things like this. And I'm going to be transparent and open and honest about this journey to motherhood. I'm going to be honest about it, because I am tired. When I say I'm tired of holding this in and being strong, and sometimes people tell you, be strong, be strong. Sometimes I feel like we need to break down and cry and release it. Because sometimes when you're so strong, your chest gets to hurting you. You're stressed out, all that pressure. Sometimes you may need to release those liquid tears of prayers. You may need to release those liquid prayers and break down and cry, because it hurts when you're going through painful situation. It hurts sometimes to see people having babies and you trying to have a baby. It hurts sometimes when people are asking you, all right, you're 40 years old, y'all better get busy, not knowing that the challenges that you have and that you're trying to conceive a child, it hurts. And so I'm not going to hold it in any longer. I'm not. I'm going to share my story. And I look forward to listening to other people's story and having support groups and knowing that there's others who understand this type of pain, who understand this type of challenge. But I'm determined to overcome it. That's why I say it's a fertility challenge, because I'm going to overcome this challenge, and we're going to have our babies. We're going to have our beautiful babies, and we're going to be able to share our journey and say how we did this journey. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I feel actually relief, because this is my first time really publicly saying what's been happening in my life, and sharing this with people. A lot of people, even my own family, don't know about this. And it's not that I didn't want to share it with my family. My families on both sides have been going through a lot. A lot of our loved ones have been transitioning this past couple of years. So I just kind of kept quiet about what we were going through. And my fiance and I were just holding on to each other. I'm so thankful for him, holding on to each other. So I feel better. I feel like a weight been lifted off my shoulders. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video and for listening to me. I will be having fertility classes soon. I will share with you the dates and the time of those fertility classes. These fertility classes, just to keep them safe, will be online. They will be online fertility classes, because we're going to help and support each other. And for those of you who are not having fertility challenges, I still offer yoga classes. I offer yoga nidra, hatha yoga, vinyasa yoga, all type of yoga. So stay tuned to this channel for a different variety of yoga classes. Thank you guys so much for listening to me today. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me. And thank you for the people, even if it's private and I understand you're not ready to share your story. Thank you for inboxing me and telling me that I'm not alone. Thank you so much. Ashe.